is up, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. As you saw in the last video, we got a new car. We dove into it a little bit, popped the fenders off, checked it out, see what it came with, and it's actually not too bad of a car. The only thing that we did see is that front and frame rail cap was a little busted out. So our goal this week is to get the car kind of buttoned up, take some stuff off of it so we can take it to the frame rack, and we're gonna put it up on there and he's gonna get it all straightened out for us. I want to see what I can do about this back quarter panel that's been smashed and has a hole in it. So we're gonna bust the welder out and try and get it all cleaned up. Make that one again, so then we can just go over with some Bondo and play a little magic and bring the body lines back out. Alright, so to remove the bumper, you gotta pull these caps out on both sides, and then if you go down in there, there's that nut with the stud sticking out. There's that one, and then there's one down there you guys can see, and then the bumper will come out, and the whole bumper and the bash bar is all one. It'll all come out as one. The 14s and the ones in the corners are 10s. Jesus. Off. J-Dog just showed up, eating some pizza. He's got a couple things he's got to do on his car, and then it's going where?
Johnny Fabs.
Johnny Fabs. Johnny's gonna weld up some bash bars for him, front and rears, and I'll probably, once he gets his back and see how they are, I might have him do one for the rear on this car. But I've been messing around a little bit. I started doing the old double hammer trick, try and get this to be a little bit better. It's gonna take a lot of work, but we're getting there. So I'm actually gonna clean this up with some red pad on a whiz wheel. Get the metal all clean, and then we'll start laying some tacks. All right, so I got the welder over here. Been playing with settings on the welder just to get it right before I actually start welding up where it was really bad. But I played around with it with some hammers and some chisels and screwdrivers and shit, and actually got it sucked up pretty good, where I'll be actually able to weld it. And then down up in here, I'll just make a little bend, put it through the inside, and then just tack it out here, and then seam sealer it all. But there was a little crack down here, and I started messing with settings on the welder and just trying to get it dialed in. But we're about to lay some beads, and hopefully this looks a lot better. So I got it tacked up, a few holes, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not a welder, so I just cleaned it up as best I can, and I put the bumper back on just to see what the fitment was gonna look like. So I have this little piece of sheet that I bent up that I'm gonna trim and stick in here and kind of get the body line to be, you know, round again, like the other side. I mean, it's not gonna be 100%. I don't have the tools or the resources for it, but we're gonna make it as best as we can with the resources and abilities that we have. So, I mean, I'm probably just gonna slide it into a wall again anyways, and then we'll just do over fenders and be done with it. But it's a fun little project, so we're gonna see what we can do and see how it looks. I have a little bit of Bondo too, that I figured I'll mix up and throw it over and let that harden up, and then we can sand it. So let's get this piece to fit, and then I'll update you guys. Just kind of want to go through the car, get all these rust spots out, sand it down, put some primer on it. I want to pull the harness out because we need it for that car. And last week we did go and buy something. What did we buy, Justin?
Another one.
Another one. We bought an engine that we already had in our possession.
Yep. So I had, for my orange car, originally when the KA started to smoke or whatever, I went and bought this because I was just gonna do a straight case, like just change the engine. And then an SR came up for sale, so I bought that. So then I called the dude about fucking 3 months later because we fucking bought this thing.
Yup. And so we needed an engine for this one, and conveniently
he sold it back to us.
He still had it, so
fair price.
not too bad. Full engine, just a stock KA. We got
a
trans and everything to put it back together. So, but we're gonna steal a couple things out of my car to get the shop car up and going. So I want to do that this week and get this thing ready so we can take it over to Gary's and get it up on the frame rack and straighten out that frame rail. So once that is straight, and then now that this quarter panel doesn't have a hole in it anymore, it makes me feel a lot better about the car. I just looked and we ran out of primer. So we're gonna go run to the store and get some. So while I was at the store, Justin rolled the KA over into the wash bay and power washed it up. And thing actually came out really nice just from power washing it. And this manifold was all crusty looking. It actually looks like aluminum.
Wait, look at this jacket. Like they look brand fucking new.
Yeah.
And they were so crusty before. And like, I didn't even brush it or anything. I just, dude, Wally fucking has this like degreaser gun thing, dude. Fuck. That's sweet. Came out really good.
Yeah, the chemicals do all the work.
Yeah, that
Makes it really nice. So while I was at the store, I actually bought some paint. We'll just give this bottom end a refresh. Paint the valve cover gold because that's our colors. And yeah, make this old engine look new. All right, so we got it all taped off. Grab yourself a handy dandy piece of cardboard with a straight edge, and then I already did a little bit here, but basically take your straight edge, put it along the seam of the tape, spray down, and then you're good. Then you don't have to worry about taping off the whole entire car. So it just makes it a little easier. But I'm basically just gonna go around the whole car and just touch up the bare spots of metal. We got painting going on in all areas of the shop right now. Justin power washed the KA block and just taped it all up, and now laying down some primer.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Some heat temp primer, and get this thing looking fresh again.
It's gotta look good. I mean, that engine bay looks halfway decent, so we can't just throw that fucking rusty boy in there.
Yeah, we don't want no crusty engines in a nice engine bay.
It's not crusty anymore. It was.
It won't be when we're done. We got the car all set up to go to the frame rack, and we actually, Johnny got the bash bars all done up for Justin's car, and I decided to get one made too. So this is the bash bar that Johnny made for the rear, all TIG welded up. Just use the factory brackets. And I want to put this one on a scale and put the stock one on a scale.
As being a judgmental of moving that bumper and holding this probably weighs under 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And that freaking bumper probably weighs 40 to 45 pounds.
Dude, that thing is so heavy.
So this thing is light. Like, you could throw this up.
Right. So we're gonna.
You ain't throwing that bumper, dude. It's so heavy.
So because we took it off, there's no strap point. So we're gonna put it on and push it into the trailer. And then this thing's going on the frame rack. And this thing will be A1 after, and then we can start really diving into it and start doing all the body work, getting it painted it up. And it's about to look really good. I'm really excited that we're finally getting the ball rolling on this project. Any words?
I'm wondering if you're gonna paint it.
This?
Yeah, are you gonna paint it or powder coat it, or are you gonna leave
I want to powder coat it. I want to powder coat both of them. Hey man, watch the car, bro.
Hey, we're not using that exhaust.
I thought you were talking
So you want what?
the car.
I want to powder coat this one and the front one to match. Probably gold.
Gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
That's gonna do it for this one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And it feels like I'm alive.